What if you never quit? What if the only thing standing between you and the life you've always dreamed of was one more attempt? What if every failure you've been crying over was actually preparing you for the greatest victory of your life? What if the people laughing at you today become the same people asking, how did you do it? 5 years from now, imagine waking up tomorrow knowing that success wasn't reserved for the lucky, the rich, or the naturally gifted, but for the people who refuse to quit. Every champion has heard no. Every millionaire has lost money. Every athlete has been defeated. Every leader has doubted themselves. The difference wasn't talent. The difference wasn't intelligence. The difference was simple. When everyone else stopped, they took one more step. Today isn't about motivation. It's about making a decision that your dream is worth more than your excuses. Stay until the end, because one decision you make today could completely rewrite your future. What if every setback you've experienced wasn't destroying your future, but secretly building it? Most people see failure as the finish line. They fail once, feel embarrassed, and immediately convince themselves they aren't meant for greatness. But think about this. Every skyscraper begins with workers digging deep into the ground before anyone sees a single floor. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening. In reality, the foundation is becoming strong enough to carry something extraordinary. Your struggles work the same way. Every rejection teaches resilience. Every mistake develops wisdom. Every disappointment strengthens character. People only celebrate the victory, but they never witness the lonely nights, the endless practice, or the painful sacrifices behind it. If success came without struggle, everyone would have it. Pressure doesn't exist to break you. It exists to reveal what you're truly made of. Diamonds aren't discovered shining on the surface. They're formed under enormous pressure. Your current situation isn't your final destination. It is training. It is preparation. The pain you're experiencing today could become the very story that inspires thousands tomorrow. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this preparing me for? The moment you change that question, your entire mindset begins to change. What if the biggest obstacle in your life isn't your circumstances, but the conversation happening inside your own mind? Every day, people wake up defeated before they even leave their bed. They replay yesterday's failures, compare themselves with others, and convince themselves they aren't capable enough. Meanwhile, someone with fewer resources, fewer opportunities, and fewer advantages is outworking everyone because they believe they can improve. Confidence doesn't appear before action. It grows because of action. Every small promise you keep to yourself builds trust. Every excuse you eliminate strengthens your discipline. The voice telling you to quit becomes quieter every time you keep moving despite fear. Success begins with winning the private battles no one else sees. The alarm rings. You get up anyway. You feel tired. You work anyway. You get criticized. You continue anyway. Your greatest enemy isn't another person. It is the version of yourself that constantly searches for comfort instead of growth. If you conquer your own excuses, very little in the outside world can stop you. The strongest victories happen long before anyone applauds them. What if quitting feels good today, but quietly steals years from your future? Every time someone walks away from a dream too early, they never discover how close they actually were. Think about a miner digging for gold. After weeks of exhausting work, he gives up just 3 feet before reaching one of the richest deposits ever found. Another miner continues where he stopped and becomes successful. The difference wasn't intelligence. The difference was endurance. Life works the same way. Most breakthroughs happen after people become tired, frustrated, and convinced nothing is working. That's why so many people miss them. Temporary comfort often creates permanent regret. Imagine looking back 10 years from now, wondering what could have happened if you had simply continued for one more month, one more week, or one more day. That thought should scare you more than failure itself. Failure teaches lessons. Regret only asks painful questions that can never be answered. Keep showing up. Sometimes persistence succeeds because everyone else has already quit. What if discipline is the real superpower that separates ordinary lives from extraordinary ones? Motivation is exciting, but it comes and goes like the weather. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. It reminds you what you promised yourself. Champions don't wait until they feel inspired. They train when they're tired, work when they're uncomfortable, and keep learning when others are relaxing. Success isn't built in dramatic moments. It's built in small, repeated decisions that seem insignificant at the time. Reading 10 pages every day, practicing 1 extra hour, saving a little money consistently, improving 1% every single day. These actions appear ordinary, but over months and years, they produce extraordinary results. People admire success while ignoring the habits that created it. Every powerful life is built on ordinary routines performed consistently. You don't need perfect conditions, you need consistent effort. The future belongs to those who master the boring work that most people avoid. What if the people doubting you become the fuel that pushes you further than you ever imagined? Criticism hurts, especially when it comes from people close to you. Some will laugh at your goals. Others will remind you of every mistake you've ever made. But remember this, people often judge your current situation while completely ignoring your future potential. Their opinion cannot define your destiny unless you allow it. Every great achievement in history was once considered impossible by someone. Let your results become your response. Every early morning, every late night, every sacrifice is another brick in the life you're building. Don't waste energy proving people wrong. Spend your energy proving yourself right. The louder the doubt around you becomes, the stronger your commitment should grow. One day, your consistency will speak so loudly that criticism will no longer matter. What if your greatest achievement isn't becoming successful, but becoming the person capable of handling success? Money can disappear, fame can fade, awards collect dust, but discipline, integrity, courage, and resilience stay with you forever. The journey transforms you. Every obstacle shapes your character. Every challenge teaches patience. Every difficult season develops wisdom that cannot be purchased. Success without character is temporary. Character creates lasting success. Don't chase easy victories, chase meaningful growth. Become someone who inspires others through actions instead of words. Imagine a child watching your life and believing their own dreams are possible because they saw your persistence. Imagine your family benefiting from the decisions you make today. Imagine the future version of yourself thanking you for refusing to surrender when life became difficult. That version of you already exists. Every step you take today brings you closer to meeting them. Your future is not decided by your talent, your background, or your past mistakes. It is decided by what you choose to do after every disappointment. Every sunrise gives you another opportunity to keep going. Every challenge gives you another chance to grow stronger. Don't let temporary pain convince you to abandon a permanent dream. Stand up one more time. Learn one more lesson. Take one more step. Because history rarely remembers the people who quit it, remembers the people who refuse to.